Përshëndetje të gjithëve, jemi rikthyer për të luajtur Death Stranding, një lojë që kam dashur kaq shumë prej kohësh që kam dashur ta luajtur dhe jemi në pjesën e dytë. Le të shohim çfarë do ndodhi. Pjesa e parë ishte shumë konfuzuese.
Your current objective is to extend the Cairo network from here to Port Knot City. But don't think you can make a beeline straight for it. Signal won't carry that far. To cover the distance, we need to utilize knots. Think of it like tying ropes together to make a longer rope. The first of these knots is a Bridges Way station. Go ahead and take a look at the order. Deliver whatever they need, and connect the Cupid.
Take on orders, take on delivery request, make delivery, private locker resting. Available, smart drugs delivery, way station west of capital. Okay, let's do it. Cargo condition less than 50% damage.
Sam, order summaries may contain information critical to your success. Make sure to review them before getting underway.
Okay, order. Use L1 to switch tabs and view various variable order. Associate risk, a list of objectives, cargo for delivery. Okay, the amount of cargo each. Order summary, less than 50% damage. West of capital, George Baton. Deliver the smart drugs. Okay, distanca duhet jetë 1216 metra. Cargo condition. Objektivi është, is the first knot in a chain that will eventually span America. You need to deliver oxytocin boosting smart drug to use the strength of Bridges staff working there. Once you've done that, use your qubit to connect the way station to the Chiral network. Chiral, right? Okay then. Let's accept the order. Carry on back.
Sam, we've supplied you with some rope and a ladder for this run. They should help with the steeper inclines, and the ladder will also make a halfway decent bridge if you need to cross a river. Right now, I figure you're thinking about how you want to handle this order.
On this screen, you decide where and how to carry your cargo. How well you balance your load will affect your ability to walk. Cargo positioning can also be adjusted by pressing OK to access the cuff links and selecting cargo. Okay, cargo shelf. Carried on back. We have the smart drugs, we have the ladder. Nuk po e kuptoj pse janë 4 shkallë. Wait, what? Sasha.
Sam, we've supplied you with some rope and a ladder ladder. They
Okay,
should.
okay, I got it. Supplies. Carry on back. Hang on. Hang on, toolware, okay. Më duket si më mirë aty që ta marrin direkt shkallën me dorën e djathtë. Head out, let's do it. E thjesht e bëra auto carry. Akoma nuk e di, do me thënë, se si ti vendos si duhet, kështu që
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
okay, do të thënë që okay, let's do a route. So we're here. I'm gonna do it here. From here, we're gonna go maybe here, then here. Let's see. From here, maybe here. Mendoj që ka një terren vështirë aty, nuk do që t'i vej shkoj drejt, kështu që do i bie anash.
Sam, check your loadout, I take it?
Climbing anchor, a pole that is driven to the ground, creating an anchor point. Point for a 30-meter rope that allows for ascending and descending of sea. Okay. That's the ladder. So we have 3 climbing anchors, level 1. We have 1 ladder, we have urinate. Okay. Oh, okay.
Have a pleasant journey. Sam, you see that sign someone left over there? You can leave some of your own if you'd like. Messages, warnings, words of encouragement, whatever comes to mind.
Use watchtower, okay. Lost cargo. Lost disk-based media. Okay, that's my route, I think. Yeah, that's custom markers C6. And of course that was the other route. But what do we have here? We have some lost cargo there, okay. Maybe we'll take them along the way.
Keep on keeping on. Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges. Sam, even the best porters have been known to lose their cargo. But you're better than the best. You've got what it takes to finish what they started. If you come across any abandoned shipments, consider taking them to their intended destination.
It's easier than you might think. See, All our packages are tagged with Bridges IDs for easy tracking. And your Odra deck is equipped with a scanner which might detect said IDs. Which is a roundabout way of saying that that thing on your shoulder can help you locate mislaid shipments.
Remember, Sam, every parcel is a promise made to a person in need. And they're counting on you to deliver.
Janë dhe tre të tjera. Po çështja është edhe sa do mbaj. Rrjetë 7.6 kg nga 120 kg. Do të marrim aq sa mundemi. Oh. Çfarë ishte ajo zhurmë? Ah, ishte bebi. Jam kurios çfarë është. Nick Issa. Use the postbox dotted all over that to little lost cargo. Oh, okay.
This one's for you. Thanks for the help.
Activate terminal. Make delivery lost cargo. Delivering.
I see you brought in some lost cargo. Feel free to submit it here for processing. If you come across any more while out on a run and don't think you can carry it to its destination, you can always put it in storage. It'll be safe and secure until another porter comes along to finish the job. Even if it has to pass through a dozen more hands before it arrives, you can rest easy knowing you did your part.
Okay, came in deliver. Oh, okay, lost cargo. Sorry, if lost cargo is taken to a facility other than its intended, the following option can be selected in trust. Submit the cargo, entrust its delivery to another player, and return its contact is don't do anything. Keeping it on your person in order to deliver it yourself. Keeping it on your person in order. Okej, e kuptoj çfarë palla shumë çfarë bën kjo, po unë po I mbaj një herë. Edhe do mundohem ti çoj vetë në destinacion. Duket kishte edhe një tjetër këtu, lost cargo. Oh, ja po janë, ka edhe 3 tjera. Oh, janë shumë. Normalisht, aq kap ka kjo, nuk kap shumë skaneri, deri një farë pikës. Unë po devijoj pak nga rruga që bëra, po duke qenë se ky është në misionet e para dhe mund ta gjesh besoj rrugën lehtë. Getting to Bashkar will make it easier to lose your if you find yourself. Okej, besoj pas ka shkallë aty që mund t'i vendos. Si që shikoni kanë devijuar nga rruga që vërë fillim, po s'ka problem, do t'i provoj njërë këtë shkallët.
Up against a sheer cliff or a steep slope, don't forget about the ladder we issued you. Be sure to try it out. I'd be interested to see what uses a seasoned pro like you might find for it.
Hold to open tool. Ladder. Adjust position. Yay. Collapse ladder grab. That was our first ladder. Shkalla jone e parë e vendosur. Wow. Pas ka shumë këtu. Emergency gas fuel. Can I carry it on my back? Oh, I can. Approaching cargo weight limit. Okay, kjo do jetë e vështirë me të drejtën. Prandaj do të kisha shkuar nga rruga. Wait, e kam atë? Oh, equip? Okay, e pas kam. Nuk e di se është është ide e mirë. Jo, kujdes. Aq nuk duhet marrë me të drejtën më. Nuk duhet marrë më sepse edhe po mora
Too close.
edhe sigur ti mbaj në krahun e djathtë me dorën e djathtë. Nuk do mundem do të bëj grip pastaj edhe nuk e mbaj dot balancën, kështu që s'ka problem. Oh my god. Ku duhet shkoj tani? Është ose është gjë litare ai aty, anchor point? E dija që do të kisha vajtur nga anash. Okay, let's try it. Atëherë, pse ma jep këtu që mund të bëj një anchor point? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I see how this works. I think. Here we go. Du të kisha parë njërë poshtë, okay. Super. Deri në 30 metra kap ka litari, kështu që qenë ka mirë, besoj. Edhe 3 metra, 4 metra ishte fix release. No, jo, grab, just release, okay. Wow, nice. Në fakt, po e shijoj më shumë se çfarë se prisja. Duke dëgjuar tjerët në fakt që thoshin, wow, walking simulator. Nuk e di, ka diçka kaq... Dale, pse po ikin ka më vrap këtu. Ka diçka kaq relaxing, do thoja, kaq... Nuk e di, më jep një lloj relief, më jep një lloj çlirimi kjo lloj loje. Nuk e di pse. Po padyshim nuk është për të gjithë. Nuk është për të gjithë.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Unë për vete po e shijoj, pavarësisht se është pak e vështirë për të futur në histori, po duke qenë se edhe muzika, melodia është të fut në një botë komplet tjetër, me thënë drejtën. Kështu që po më pëlqen goxha. In Kojima we trust. Nuk më duket kaq mirë ky lumi këtu, se më duket shumë i madh. Nuk e di si supozohet kaloj me kaq cargo. Atje pas ka një pik ankorimi, besoj. Mendoj që shikoj një... Jo, nuk është pik ankorimi, është thjesht ajo drita që vjen që do të thotë që është një cargo aty e humbur. Atje po shikoj disa gura, mendoj atje duhet të shkojmë më mirë. Atje shikoj më duket një rrugë.
2 wheels up.
Vetëm kamal mos jetë lumi shumë i thellë. Okay, let's try this. Please be shallow. Okay, nice. That's the way to do it. Besoj atje duhet të jetë destinacioni, le ta shikojmë. Po, way station west of capital, not city. Oh, no. Unë e pash në hard në fakt. Problemi është se nuk më gjajti se do ishte kaq e thellë. Wow, shikoni pak. Atje poshtë duket më mirë për të kaluar. Okej. Nice. Mendova se s'do kishe fare mënyrë për t'ikur lart. Kujdes, do biem, kujdes. Oh. Gjithë ajo cargo mbrapa më stresoj pak, mënyra se si kaloj aty, po. So far so good. Ja ku është edhe drejtimi që bëra unë waypointi, po si duket nuk e studiova mirë hartën, nuk e di nëse ta tregon thellësinë e terrenit, duket duhet ta tregoj. Çfarë duhet shtyp, nëse dua të shikoj thellësinë e terrenit. Place marker, plot area, remove markers. Oh, okay, ja ku është center, tilt map. Nuk më tregon gjë. Unë jam i sigurt që më than fillimt që mund ta shikoj atë thellësinë e terrenit. Gjithsesi edhe pak më rritëm për këtë delivery.
Beginning scan. Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Make delivery. Deliver lost cargo. Unusable? What? Mos më thuaj që lost cargos mund t'i bëj delivery vetëm te ato terminalet që pash rrugës.
Thank you. We've all been feeling the loss of Central Knot City. No one seemed to know what it meant for the organization. Or the UCA. Or us. The oxytocin will take the edge off, and that'll be a big help. Won't be long before we're back on track. You may have luck. This is great. Thank you again. Yeah, everything looks to be in good order. And soon our way station will be too, I hope.
Okay. Mora sub. Nice. Let's see.
You're with the second team, right? Where are the others?
Dead. Caught in the void out.
No way. That one blast got them all? And what, they just sent you out on your own? I mean, if it was just a delivery, that'd be one thing. Porters come through from time to time, but... The second team was meant to bring the Cupid. They were gonna connect us up. 3 years we've been waiting for help. 3 years! And they sent us one guy. Shit. Tell me you brought more than the Oxy, at least.
I've got the Cupid.
You... Really? So it's true. They finally got it working. Well, then you just might be the answer to my prayers. So what are you waiting for? You put us on the goddamn grid.
Ishte disa ekuacione matematikore të ndërlikuara dhe jo thjesht holograme pa lidhje kompjuterike. Post box. New options have been added to delivery. Fabricate equipment, main delivery, deliver less cargo, share locker, donate weapons, share... Okay. This area is now connected to the Chiral network, enabling you to see and access other players, structures, etc.
Connection to Capital Knot City confirmed. It's really happening. Just like Amelie promised. We can finally do what we came here to do. Hey, you're headed west, right? Gonna be a lot of people happy to see you. Guess you'll keep on till you hit the coast, huh? Which means you'll get to see Amelie in person. Oh, that's something. That is really something. Me, I've never met her. Only seen her holo messages back when I was with the first expedition. Well, anyway, you best be careful on the road. There's some bad people out there. More than good, some say. But I don't need to tell you that. Thank you, Sam. By bringing that way station into the Cairo network, you've put it in direct contact with those of us back here in Capital Knot City.
Right.
Nuk e di, po ky tipi nuk më jep vibe-in
West of the way station are a couple of
of a good
structures our
guy.
previous expedition put in place. And beyond them is your next destination, Port Knot City. It's on the shore of a crater lake that formed after the first void out. Your objective is to link up Port and Capital Knot. But to do that, you'll need to utilize our facilities as additional waypoints. They'll be essential for establishing a stable connection. Given the distance we need to cover, we're looking at using a distribution center and a power station, as to which you should head for first. Start with the distro center. We've got some cargo that needs delivering anyway.
Okay.
Check the nearby delivery terminal to pick it up.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further.
Your hard work's paying off, Sam. Thanks to the increase in network capacity, HQ is now in a position to provide you with additional materials and support. Should prove useful.
Weapons and equipment can be fabricated using materials provided by facilities. The amount of materials available at a given facility will differ depending on the facility type. Okay, I can ladder climbing PCC.
Sam, you can use that PCC to build a post box.
PCC can be used to build structures, but be aware that doing so will use some of the chiral bandwidth available to you. Structures can be shared with other players once built. New structures cannot be built within the area around an existing mark with sensor poles. Post boxes can be used to return lost cargo or entrust cargo for delivery by others. The share locker function, okay, can be used to exchange weapons. The private locker found temporary store, okay. I'm actually gonna. How many do you require?
Delivering cargo.
People think of you as a poet who can be relied upon for basic, but with time and energy may one day be recognized as a true legend.
To build a post box, you'll need to use a PCC. It goes without saying, but if you're not already carrying a PCC, you'll want to fabricate one.
Building will take some of the build kernel bandwidth. Okay, I can see the sign, but crushed the whole structure. Let's just build one, I guess. Oh, okay. Metals, resins. Required 3240. Available. Okay, let's do it. It's not that much.
Sam, assuming you've got your PCC in order, head to the site I designated and build that post box, would you? You should have no trouble finding it if you check your map and compass from time to time.
Okay, let the me the delivery in a par. Can we do delivery? Jitso. This. Let's see. Tamam, teki tu.
Sam, remember that prolonged exposure to timefall damages cargo containers. Don't stay out in the rain any longer than you have to.
Okay.
Sam, I see you've arrived at the designated site. Good. When you're ready to proceed, activate your PCC. Use it to build a post box within the area I specified. Good work, Sam. That's a fine composure. Sam, you can use share lockers to exchange cargo with other porters.
që edhe pse është direkte, si rrugë mendoj që doja blej. Okay, nice. Shoh edhe shiu. Sot do t'i bie këtej poshtë. Çfarë është e zhurmë? What?
Heads up, Sam. Your cargo's been pinged. Move. Now, before someone has eyes on you. Get to your destination ASAP if you don't want to get caught.
What the hell is happening? What the fuck are those? Oh my god, I think I know. I know who those guys are. It's the fucking rebellion guys.
Don't get too close to mule territory unless you have to. Focus on your deliveries for now.
Oh my god.
Mules gave you trouble, huh? Good thing it was raining. Even they know better than to mess with BTs.
Best of time for anything it touches. Exposed to timefall renders cargo content less impact resistant, putting their contents at risk. Then what am I supposed to do? Can you bring me an umbrella or something? Oh no. Ja ku janë prap ato që sinjalizojnë vendin tim, domethënë. Unë s'kam as arma asgjë, mirë që po bie shit paktën. Duhet të eci sa më shpejt, besoj arri edhe pak. Pick up what? Oh, është ai kristali.
scary, huh?
Oh shit! Just keep walking. Sonhar arte për siguri? Okay. Oh my god. Punoj me skaneri, oh my god.
Something wrong, Sam?
I don't know. Kid doesn't look so hot.
Nothing to worry about. Its functions are temporarily suspended, but they can be restored. I can perform the necessary maintenance at a distribution center. Hurry, though.
PP suffering for auto. What am I supposed to do? I think it's all part of the game though, to show me.
When the strain on your BB exceeds sustainable levels, it triggers the production of harmful compounds, and the body, in essence, begins to attack itself. It's called autotoxemia. If your BB's not performing to spec, drop by your private room and see if the incubator helps.
Mos po shoh gjë një motor aty. Motora do na bërin shumë punë. Normalisht në ca pjesë, sepse në ca pjesë tjera mendoj që terreni do ishte shumë I keq.
Sam? Seems like that bike's auto-charging unit is busted. If you want to take it for a spin, you'll need to use a generator to give it some juice.
Verifying ID.
Okay, so where do I find the generator?
Until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you. Decontaminating suit. Rest is advised.
Welcome deliverer.
Wait station folks told me all about you. Sam Bridges, with the second expedition, right? The guy expanding the chiral network on his lonesome, when he's not out making deliveries. So what'd you bring us? Let's see it. Talk about above and beyond. Thanks. Must have had to pass through BT territory to get here too, didn't you? They weren't joking when they said you were a legend. Okay, it's time. Do you mind connecting us to the network?
Sure, let's do this. Nice. Sta pochino in il territorio Peter.
Sam, as always, thanks for bringing more folks into the UCA.
As more facilities join the Species HQ will be able to provide additional functionality to those facilities, such as the ability to fabricate equipment and weapons via the delivery terminal. The range of available weapons and equipment may increase, and new terminal functions and information may be added as things progress. New interview data acquired. Mules and Down syndrome. British babies. Downfall. New feature have been added to your cufflinks. A new option has been added to recycle. I think the interviews are more like elaboration on the game, if you want to learn more about the game. And, I personally want to learn more, but let's see. BBs and bridges.
Looks like we're on the chiral network.
Chiral.
And with those materials you brought for our chiral printer, we can produce supplies for you here as needed. Think of it as our way of returning the favor. Now head west and keep on doing what you do. Good. The distro center is on the network.
Sam, do me a favor. Take your BB to a private room and connect it to the incubator.
Good work.
Private rooms can be accessed via delivery in facility connected to the car. Simply select rest in private room to enter.
Your private locker can be used to store cargo and the like.
Okay, so private locker. Oh, I mean rest in private. Okay, enter.
Work is greatly Dead man, you there? Little help?
Okay, Sam. Remove the pod and connect it to that incubator.
It's in.
Good. A temporary excessive stress. Easily addressed if we return it to its mother's womb.
Mother?
Located in the capital Knot City ICU. Brain dead, of course.
You mean still mother?
Correct. A still mother's womb facilitates a connection between the world of the dead and the BB. And you, in turn, connect yourself to a BB, granting you the ability to sense BTs.
Bruh.
These pods
Okay.
are designed to simulate the conditions inside a still mother's womb. BBs need to believe they're in one at all times to function properly. However, we can only maintain this deception for so long, which is why we must periodically update the environmental data by synchronizing it with a still mother via the chiral network. There. The update is in progress. Right now, the pod is synchronizing with the Steel Mother in Capital Knot City and reconfiguring its settings based on the latest data. Returning your BB to the womb in this manner will temporarily reduce its stress levels. That being where it technically belongs, of course.
Kid looks happy.
I'll try adjusting the oxytocin dosage. Autotoxemia should set in much slower from now on.
Okay, I can see that 3 people joined. I'm not sure who they are, but hello.
You should remember that BBs are just equipment. Try not to get attached. Each one has been physically removed from its Steel Mother's womb. A process that renders them unpredictable and prone to failure. No BB on record has remained in service for over a year. It may need to be retired before this expedition is over.
And then? You saying there's no way to keep my BB alive?
You must understand, there is still a great deal we don't know about BBs. As we expand the chiral network and recover more past data, perhaps we'll find our answers. Oh, right. You asked me to look into why the BTs might be reacting to your blood. I spoke with Hartman. We should have your results soon. Anyway, get some rest. You and your BB are both exhausted. Good night, Sam.
Good night, dead man.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down.
This song again.
Falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Sam? Can you see me?
How are things over there?
Still not under guard. Still not chained up. Still can't leave. But if you can keep making connections, if you can get to me, we can go back east, back home. Thank you. I mean that. It's bad. There are fewer and fewer people in the cities these days. No one's having children anymore. But humans aren't made for living alone. They're supposed to come together, to help one another. And if we as a people can't do that, if we can't reconnect, then, well, it's like Bridget said, extinction.
Come on. Rebuilding America isn't gonna get rid of the BTs. As long as they're still around, there's no escaping it.
But at least we'll have hope. I'll be waiting, Sam.
Akoma se kam tuar, besoj kjo Emily duhet jetë motra e Samit, përderisa Emily është e bia e Bridget.
Waiting for you.
Qose kishte emrin Bridget, ajo presidentja e Amerikës.
Hello, Sam. This is Hartman. Since you're awake, it might behoove you to freshen up. To that end, why not take a shower? It's good for the body and soul, and also my research as it happens.
Let's take a shower then.
Sam, this is Hartman. Deadman relayed your request to me, as I oversee DT research. I'll be taking a sample of your shower water in order to study the effects your bodily fluids might have on a BT.
Study other people with dooms?
Everyone in Bridges, myself and Mama. Results thus far are inconclusive. But you possess other singular qualities, being a repatriate as well. I must confess to a measure of optimism.
Processing fluids. Waste products. Drilling. Dispensing.
There. Take the sample with you. Should the opportunity arise, try using it on a BT. I'm curious to see how they react. Who knows? It may even prove beneficial to you. There was an old research paper detailing the effects of bodily fluids from individuals like us on BTs. It is only by recovering these materials that we can unearth the knowledge of the past. Not just the Death Stranding, but also the mystery of your body's unique properties and even our doom's affliction. There may well be hope for humanity. Sam, I have no interest in rebuilding America. I want to recover the past. 5, oh, 4, it's almost time.
2, 1. After you make your connections and nothing happens, then what? I said, then what?
Sam, sorry to bother you while you're taking a break, but I figured you'd want to hear this. Hell, maybe it'll help you rest easier. We received a number of messages addressed to you. I've not...
Hello, say hi guys.
I've taken a look myself, but I gather they're mostly from your clients. You should see if they contain any useful information. Mail can be accessed via your cufflinks, as well as the terminal in your private room. There's something else I'd like to share with you. With the Cairo network, we now have the power to reclaim our past. Data once thought lost forever from every corner of America can be pieced back together from fragmented records. Our archives are still a work in progress, of course. But as we expand the network and integrate more way stations and cities, we'll be able to recover more and more information, such as the previous expedition's logs and reports. Everything they sent back was lost when Central Knot City was destroyed. We've managed to restore some already, in fact. You can access them from a private room terminal or your cufflinks by selecting Archives. Might make for interesting reading.
Take on a new order at the distribution center west of capital Knot City. Mail, let's see what with Benjamin Hancock. Things are looking feels better somehow. We were all bright-eyed and hold on guys. Use the controller. Okay, I hope you guys can hear me. So, where did I leave it? But 3 years of isolation and loneliness will change anyone's tune. Hell, when we first got here, we were putting up signs and for porters and whatnot, but after a while, some guys got too scared to even set foot outside. When Central went up, I told myself this was it, America's done. Everyone was feeling it too, and the mood was just bleak. And then you waltzed on in. I know what you're thinking. At first, I thought it was just the oxytocin, too, but that's not it. Not all of it, anyhow. You gave us the glimmer of hope we needed by bringing us into the chiral network. We're back in the game now. Been thinking of putting up signs again, even. Watchtowers, too. Before long, we'll be opening up new delivery routes, mark my words. It's still scary out there, though. All the oxy in the world won't help us deal with mules, let alone BTs. We shit ourselves every time we catch sight of one and end up dropping half of our equipment. Honestly, a part of me is still a little worried that we won't be able to keep it up. And that's why we need you, Sam. We're not scared of anything, right? So go show us how it's done. So the mules are those guys, that group, that rebellious group that we met earlier. And the BTs are the monsters. I don't know what exactly they are, but it's those guys that are invisible when the time passage falls and with the rain and shit, the rainbow, I guess. So the BTs come from the rainbow, from the rain as well, I guess, but not only rain. But yeah. Sorry, Sam, bad news. Thanks for leaving those rare metals, Sam, and running the distro center. Really appreciate you coming through. I'm afraid I've got some bad news for you, though. That bike you saw outside, his battery is dead. You'll have to give it some juice if you want to use it. You only need to do it once, though. Auto charge should kick in after. Sorry if you got your hopes up. And I've got some more bad news, too. You see, different facilities have to work together, share materials, everyone gets what they need. And to make sure that everything that's produced gets put to proper use. That's why guys like you are so important. Without porters, the whole system falls apart. Whole world even. Anyway, there's this guy, George Baton, over at the West End. He used to be a reliable porter. Lately, it's like pulling teeth, getting him to make even the simplest delivery. Keeps bitching about being scared or not having enough oxy or whatever. Always some excuse. Even when he does agree to make a run, he's liable to lose half his load en route. So yeah, that's why we're a bit short on materials at the moment. I'm sure you'll soon help us. We're counting on you. Moles and Drone Syndrome. Bridges HQ. Objective is to rebuild America, and in order to rebuild, one of our main tasks is to reconnect cities. Another so establishing a delivery network. Back before the Death Stranding, the comms and delivery networks were what held society together. The whole thing was automated, AI managed, deliveries carried out by drone. The belief was that taking people out of the equation would revolutionize the entire system, but things didn't quite pan out that way. Instead, we started seeing cases of what would eventually be top-down syndrome. It was too much for some folk to accept leaving everything to machines, nothing for the common man, and indeed the oxytocin deficiency and hormonal imbalances we confirmed seemed to back up that assessment. Humanity needed to be part of the process. The laws were put in place, and we stepped back into the picture again. And then what happened? All the people put out of work by machines who got called up again convinced themselves society couldn't survive without them. And that brought on a whole new disorder, delivery dependence syndrome, they called it. When the Death Stranding tore us apart, the delivery problems spiraled even further. It wasn't helped any by the fact that chiral clouds preventing planes and drones from flying. So that makes sense. I was wondering why the delivery should be made on foot, for example, or even with the bike, but not from flying, which meant we had to go. Okay, so which meant to go back to relying completely on human couriers, whether we liked it or not. Eventually, delivering goods became all some lived for. They were obsessed, addicted, and consumed by the desire to deliver. Over time, they turned into the mules we know and love today. Wow. Wait, mule. What are mules exactly? Is it those things that you eat? No way. Bridges HQ. Look, I'm kind of new in Bridges, so I don't know if any of this will be useful to you. Still, I'm happy to talk about BBs. If that's what you want, they call me Dead Man on account of my familiarity with the dead. Get it? We'll always been on good terms. You see, used to have regular little chats back when I worked in the morgue. Anyway, that's also the reason I work on maintenance and research to learn more about this run along with us, but I digress. Fact is, BBs were already being issued to our forces on the field before I joined Bridges. What's more, research into the little guys had already been conducted long, long ago, but no one took the plunge and put what they've discovered to practical use. Still, what that did mean is that when Bridges wanted to build our own BBs, most of the works has already been done for us. We just needed to follow the instruction manual, so to speak. Which isn't to say that we have any idea how they work now, not how they can detect BTs or how they can connect this world to the other side. We still have much to learn about our little friends, but one thing is certain: their continued study will lead us to a greater understanding of the stranding and life and death itself. That much I can assure. Well, I think that's about all I have to. Okay. Hartman, Timefall. I really want to learn more about Timefall. Let's see. Timefall was first recorded when the Death Stranding occurred, and despite all the years that have passed since then, we are no closer to understanding how or why it accelerates the passage of time for the objects and organisms it touches. Or why... Okay, so that explains why that guy in the beginning of the game aged so much, so quickly at an old age, or why it immediately turns to ordinary water having done so. Some researchers have gone as far as to posit this process stealing time. As for why timefall is observed only in certain places, all that we know for certain is that it's somehow affected by local chiral concentrations. This is merely a hunch, but something in me suspects that the Death Stranding may have warped our perception of the passage of time. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, you understand. We humans can conceive of our own deaths and even of the possibility of a place beyond death, yes? We have the capacity to conceptualize the future, an evolutionary advantage which aided our development as a species. Well, what if Timefall has given us a new, supercharged version of this essential ability? One that will take us to the next stage of our evolution. Perhaps we didn't need to haul ourselves up in the not cities. Perhaps in time the Death Strand will come to be seen as the phenomenon that saves our species. Exciting thoughts, I'm sure you'll agree. I, for one, can't wait to set out on our journey. Who knows what awaits us. Wow. There's so many tips here. I wonder if it's all the tips.
Sam, we've received a distress call from the distro center staff. Check the order on the delivery terminal as soon as you're ready.
This isn't what we agreed on. You said you'd do everything in your power to save BB.
We are. But we cannot release your son just yet. Believe me when I tell you it's for the best.
Says the woman in the mask who's done nothing but lie to me.
Sam, there's something I forgot to tell you. It's about managing your BB stress levels and reducing the risk of autotoxemic attacks. There are a few things you can do if your BB starts showing signs of distress.
Such as?
Such as take a moment to look after it. Cradle the pot, gently rock it, that sort of thing. Out of curiosity, how's it doing at the moment?
Before I answer that...
Something wrong?
When I hook up my BB, I see things.
What kind of things?
Like a face, someone I don't know, calling to me. There's this room, too, with other people talking, but I can't make out the words.
Bleed-through effect. Didn't I warn you about this? You're mistaking the BB's memories for your own. They're false flashbacks, nothing more. Let me explain. A BB is harvested from its steel mother at around 28 weeks and placed in a pod. To be clear, this is before it's even born. The procedure halts its development. But even at 28 weeks, its sensory systems have matured enough to process external stimuli. It is more than capable of encoding this information into memories, which can bleed into yours via your connection.
So who's the man I saw?
Someone from the medical team, maybe? Or a BB technician? Does it matter? The BB has been in circulation for a while now. It's been handled by a lot of people. How should I know which one made an impression?
'Cause you're the expert.
No one's an expert, Sam. BBs were developed decades ago in secret. They're your quintessential black boxes. We may use them, but we don't truly understand them. Believe me, I've been trying to learn more, but almost all of the old records are gone. If I find anything out, I'll tell you, all right? Dead man's honor.
Okay. Soothing will stop BB from crying and reduce stress level. L1 plus L1.
That's okay. It's alright.
Bruh. That's crazy. Okay, did I get the delivery? I'm more at the delivery now.
Check the delivery terminal and review the list of orders. While you're resting, I ran some network diagnostics. Beryllium monitoring and holographic systems are nominal. Unfortunately, our printer is offline. I know, after all the trouble you went through to bring us those materials. This one's on us. We ordered a part a while back, but it never arrived. The printer needs it to communicate with the chiral network. Mules must have snatched it, caught that porter en route or something. If I'm right, they'll have taken it to their drop site, which is smack dab in the middle of their territory. Don't suppose you'd be up for stealing us our property back? Can't think of anyone more qualified than you.
Maybe we'll do that, let's see.
Sam, the area around that distro center has produced a significant quantity of chiral crystals. Matter of fact, that's where the chiralium used in your Cupid's internal circuitry came from. They have a range of applications, including equipment fabrication. Bottom line, they're a valuable resource and one you'll want to make the most of. I'll let Hartman explain in more detail, but chiral crystals don't exactly grow on trees. If you see any deposits, you should go out of your way to gather them. Especially since folks with dooms are the only ones that can, provided they have the necessary equipment, that is. I'll see that it's added to your supplies for this order.
Sam, it's Hartman. Following the discovery of the beach, we not only began to observe heretofore unseen phenomena, but a new type of matter, chiralium. I say new, but it has doubtlessly existed since the dawn of the universe. We believe it was always there, like dark matter and certain particles, ever present, yet overlooked because we lacked the capacity.
Mama's added a watchtower schematic to your PCC. If you don't have it on you, consider fabricating one. You never know when you'll need to recon an area.
Order assigned. Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey. Safe travels.
Jam kurioz nëse kjo si loj do PlayStation Plus. Okay. Let's see now. Where are we? The fuck? Kjo kërkonte një...
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Okay, let's plan our route here.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges. weapons restrictions lifted.
Call it a rule or a habit, but most mules almost always bring stolen shipments home with them. Find the post box, steal back the cargo. Simple as that. But be careful. These guys are armed. If this goes sideways, be ready to fight.
How can I find without... Okay, attack.
Remember, Sam, before you approach the mule drop site, we recommend you use a watchtower to confirm the location of the post box containing our cargo.
Okay, so where's the watchtower? This is crazy.
Construction complete.
So there's one guy.
Drop sites are rarely deserted, so remaining undetected is key. Keep a low profile and move slowly to minimize noise.
Okej, këtu besoj do mbyll episodin e dytë. Faleminderit shumë që më ndoqët. Thank you guys for watching me. See you on the next episode.